Keep it up now, all game. Pressure right up. Work up there, boys. Only 1 quarter, guys. That's it, boys. The pressure, the last one was fucking 40 They don't like it when it's stand over, boys. They're fucking... Tackles 18, 14, and one get us 11.
Right up, isn't it? If that drops off, even in a contest, you see how quick they move the footy. Alright, so it can't drop off. Alright? 18 tackles, that says to me we're on. So don't waste that. Don't waste that. Be careful with the ball going forward. Going forward, we're going to have no one in 50 sometimes, so if it's 70 out, okay?
Okay, 7 away from Eames, fellas. Don't keep the leaders.
Richie, I know you're fucking working hard, mate. Alright, I don't want no excuses, okay? Barry here, whoever he's on, boys, communicate out there. I'm not going to get the message out to Spunky. It'll take fucking half an hour to get it out, okay? Righto.
He'll be on, mate.
Yeah.
And he's on at 11.
Exactly. So, yeah, 11's the one. 11's the one that is running off. So if he's on you, he come down deep and don't let him run off. So if he's on him, I want Damon to take him one out. If you're out, Mark, you one out.
Here we are at the Frankston Park ground. Chelsea's, what are they, 3 goals behind, Russell? 3 goals, 1 behind. So what's your thoughts up to this?
I just think we're going to really tighten up on YC and win some ball out of the midfield.
Dead right, yeah, we've got to get that team, we've got to capitalise it. Blanket him out the game, mate.
I just think that we've got to break the play up a bit more coming forward, just so that Eames is not part of the
Get him out the equation, that's right. Take the ball away from him, yeah. What they're not doing, that's what they're not doing that, Chelsea. Kicking the ball to him, down the forward line.
Yeah, I'd rather see Chelsea kick it around a little bit, go over the top.
So what's your prediction, Russ, before we go? What's your prediction for the rest of the game? What do you think?
I still reckon Chelsea can win the game.
So do I.
I'm always positive in that situation, so...
Well done, Russell. Yep. See you, mate.
Thank you.
Number 22 on the list, he wants to play final, so he thinks he has to give it to a better player. And he's coming out.
Good pressure. All we can do is move the ball quick.
Keep controlling the tempo, boys.
We'll probably do about 4. So, that's alright. It's got a hard games though, it's easy to play in.
Oh, Michael!
Ringle.
Off the ground, that's it! Ball! Ball again!
No, we've got 10 injuries at the moment. So I don't think we'll get players back to about the last one.
Pick that ball.
We've got no big play.
Well, welcome viewers. Here we are, just very quickly we're going to talk about something that happened in the 80s with Barry Peatling. We've got a photo here and it's of Barry with Richmond legend Dick Clay, who was who made up the centre line of the century for Richmond. You see little old Barry, there he is in the corner playing Super Rules in the 80s. And I see a little...
That's Victorian side.
Victorian side, okay.
And they played,
we were at Canberra, played in Canberra.
Yeah, Victorian.
And here's a trophy here. What's this trophy? I'll read the bottom here. I don't know if the viewers can read it, but it says Super Rules drop kick, won by Barry Peatling. Distance 71 yards, so that's about 66 metres. Wodonga, it says in the bottom here. So he was the drop kick of the year.
It was, yeah. But that game in Canberra, Colin, when we played it, the combined Canberra side, I played on a fellow called Sid Jackson. If you're over 55 or over 50, you remember the Aboriginal fellow, Siddy Jackson, and I killed him that day and I got the trophy. Best on the ground, mate.
Excellent.
Very good.
Well, let's get
We won by a point.
let's get into the game. Just tell us about the weather and any changes on Saturday.
Frankston Park football grounds in perfect nick, no wind. There was a bit of a breeze going down towards the opposite end of the scoreboard, of course. It was a perfect day football, Colin.
Perfect day. Changes?
4 very important changes too. Shedlock was out, Denellen was out, Fenimore was out, and Ando was out. And in for them was Truey, Chrissy Hatchett, Matty Gardner, and Sibbies. Pretty serious, pretty important change they were. Denellen and Shedlock out 2 stars, and Orlando. But
So a few changes, and I think the Grant True one was a good one.
he's going to be a player, that Truey.
Gonna be a player.
Maybe sticks with him.
Yeah, we should do. Let's get into the first half. The first quarter, Chelsea had a slight lead, 2-3 to Frankston's 2-2.
Chelsea started off very well, Colin, in the first quarter. They actually got in front. There was a 2 goals to 1, but pretty muddling sort of a quarter. Louis and I say it was Bernie, little Jackson Fowler, 10 possessions in the first quarter. Jackson Fowler, he was killing them. But well, they lead by 2 points. It was
1 point, it says here.
1 point, yeah. And the second quarter, then
6-7 Frankston. They kicked ahead, and Chelsea 3-6.
6-7.
6-7.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Well, they started to get on top. Mr. Eames started getting in the action. He was Rory Gregg went all right the first quarter in the ruck, but in the second quarter he just started to take over. But and they got a couple of big guns in there. So that Holmes, number 15, and number 32, Charlie Chaplin's great nephew.
Charlie Chaplin.
What's his name? Chaplin.
Yep, Michael Chaplin.
Michael Chaplin. Well, Charlie was his own great.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, they started to get on top. But who was playing well in the second quarter? Oh, I think Greg was trying very hard in the ruck, but
Greg True.
he was putting in. It was a pretty even sort of first half. It was. Chelsea, I thought they were going to go pretty well, and they did start off pretty good too.
So it looked like they went ahead, but by the third quarter, YCW 11-9, and you say Chelsea 6-6, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Because we'll get into that a little bit later, but Louis kicked a goal in the last quarter.
He did, yeah. In the third quarter, Eames just started to take over the game, Nicole. When he started taking over, and it was controlling the game, and he was going, when he was resting in the centre half forward position in front of Damon, and he was getting in a row. We done it in the first quarter too, but I thought they were going to put something on that just follow Mr. Eames around, because he was taking the big grabs, and he was controlling the game.
All right, so at the end, YCW, they kicked ahead 15-12, 102, 7 goals, 9, 51 Chelsea, an 8-goal win, or they doubled the score basically.
Well, it wasn't a threat. The 8 goals sounds a lot, but it wasn't. I don't think it was really as bad as that, because Chelsea fought it out, and they were really, I mean, they were down in injuries, Colin. They had some very, very important players out, and but they did fight hard, and in the third quarter, I think they kicked 3 goals. I mean, they nearly outscored them in the third quarter, which is a pretty fair effort. And but the last quarter, they started just
True staying
got
power.
right on top. That Eames and that Ulms, A-U-L-M. It's a funny name, U-L-M-S. And what's that be?
Yeah,
German or
Ulms.
Dutch or something?
Yeah, something like that.
But he's a very good footballer, fella.
Okay, give us the goal kickers.
Damon, I did mention Damon was taking some brilliant marks all day and kicking some nice goals. The goal kickers were Damon 3, 2 for Lewis, 1 for Jason Clark. He mentioned him. He played all right, Jason Clark. I hope he holds his spot. And McLeod kicked 1.
Okay, so just give us the group of best players.
Well, I'll go from the bottom again. Jason Clark, I get in.
Mix it up.
Jason Clark, Odell, Damon, Gregg, beg your pardon, Powell, Stewart, Harris, and Lewis.
There's some player, beg your pardon, I haven't heard of him before.
No, that's a bit, yeah. Bit of a burp doesn't hurt anybody.
That's
Colin.
right, yeah. All right. The votes, Barry. 1 vote.
The votes. 1 vote goes to Ryan Stewart. Played a top game all day. 2 votes to A. Lewis, a great captain's game. And 3 votes to the mercurial Stephen Harrison.
Well, I tell you, I've got here on Sporting Pulse, they've got
Should we take much notice of this, really?
Abdallah,
Nizer?
all the votes. Best player on the ground.
Nizer.
Best Chelsea
Number
player.
18.
Number 18.
There you go, keep going.
Then Luke Damon. Then
Luke
Steve,
Damon played right, wasn't it?
Steve Harrison,
Well, he got in, did he?
and then Stokel, True, and Odell. No mention of our mate.
He doesn't.
Lewis.
He must see his number during the game, then, Colin. Or he's crook on him, one or the other.
Maybe. That's the
Who
theory.
we play the top game, then?
All right, we'll get past that. The highlights.
Highlights. Look, Harrison. Some of the things he does on the football ground, Colin, it's amazing. He'll get up, he'll take a mark, and when the boundary throws him, he gets up and he just bangs it. He's amazing football, and he's a brilliant mark. One on one, nobody beat him in that marking duel. He's that strong. It must have taken at least 8 or 10 marks on Saturday. Played a fantastic game too. Damon, his marks, some of these marks he takes, Colin, they are quite remarkable. He gets up there and he sort of looks out of position, he brings it down with one hand. And the 3 goals he kicked, there were 3 fantastic goals. One was on the boundary, the other one was opposite boundary, both ends, at 55, 60 metres out. Unbelievable goals.
Well, what about any other highlights too?
Yeah, yes, I'll tell you,
I've got a
let's talk
question
about,
for you about...
in the third quarter, right in front of us, the two of the musketeers, two of the mosquito fleet,
Yeah.
Toddy Gardner and Jason Powell combined with two or three handballs, and it finished up going over to Damon, and Damon was the player of the day between Toddy Gardner and Jason Powell. Top football.
Okay, very good. Just very quickly, what about the next time we play YCW?
I reckon next time we do match up them pretty well. When we play next time, we're going to have a pretty good. I think Magsy could be back in a couple of weeks too. We've missed him. He's a star. If we have a full side, we'll test him right out in the finals. No worries in the wide world. I mean, we'll have to nullify him some way, but you'll have to tag him. I think just got to tag him like the Umbrella does, because we did match up after the first half. We just ran out a bit of steam.
Very good. Well, tell me about a coaching move that YCW made regarding Damon.
Well, I presume they said, well, they heard all about Damon kicking all the goals, and I reckon when Eames goes into the ruck, and when he goes out the ruck, he was going back to the centre half forward. I said to Russell, the Snake, I said, look, we've got to get someone on him, because he's just standing there, he's about 12 foot tall, and he was getting there out of Damon. They should have, but that's history now, but they know now that that's what their tactics was. Put him in the back line as a loose 6'9" ruckman. It's in a row. Interesting, isn't it? So maybe something for Chapel to take notice of. Another highlight too was Louis' 2 fantastic goals. They were very real captain's goals, inspiring goals. He played it. That fellow right in the best players, I'll tell you, he's got to go. He's got to have a lay down.
Maybe you should.
Got to change his tablets or whatever he's on. Stop taking them.
So some people are saying that maybe you should replace him.
No. This
well, you're sort of more of a visual.
Well, this is for all the people out there.
The people, yeah. Okay. Well, you're more of a vibe. This guy's more facts. He gets his facts wrong, which is wrong, isn't it? He's got no facts at all. Just tell us about next week. It's going to be a top. Well, we play Mornington. We've got to get percentage boost now. They need the percentage. A couple of results on Saturday, Colin. Seaford beat Karingal by 4 goals, and now it's sort of when Lou rang up me, she said, I think there's 4 players on equal points from 2nd to 5th. Yeah, and we've got the best second best percentage. Yeah, and I think we'll get a percentage boost next week, and then we play Pines the last game, so I think we'll still hold double chance at the end of the season. Very good. So we're playing Mornington where? Right across the road. Okay, so be there on Saturday. Be there and be square. And I may even make a cameo. Get over there, Colin, get that movie camera going. Getting back to this Super Rules drop kick, Colin, I had it at the half time at Woodend. I meant to tell you before. At half time, and I'll tell you with some ex-footballers, there's stars. Wayne Richardson, Max Richardson, Johnny Abram, a couple of other, Huey Mitchell, and they all finished down the line because, and they cracked up after the game because they thought they'd won it. But the fellow came in the room and said, that fellow over there's got it, 71 yards. You get the trophy. And that's what it is. Drop kick of the year. Drop kick. Yeah. Oh, the year. Okay. Very good. Well, that's goodbye from me. That's goodbye from me, and I'll see you next week.